Well, hi, friends and family. Uh, I thought I've been thinking about, I don't know, making travel videos. I've watched a lot of travel videos over the last year, from around the time that I started, uh, around the time I decided that I was going to go traveling. And I brought a handy little gimbal video camera with me. And yeah, I thought I would make videos. And I did a couple things. Anyway, I'm going to take a shot at it and just see what comes of a walk and talk style. And maybe I can do it and maybe I can't. I don't know. You're coming out for a hike with me today. We are near the town of Beechworth and we're going on a hike called the Pipeline Track because I have hot tips that there may be koalas out here. And I've been looking for koalas for 3 months, and you're going to come with me and look for them. So here's where I'm starting. I screwed that up. This is Lake Kerford. Kerford. This is the water supply for Beechworth. And so you can't boat or swim in here, kind of like the Glenmore Reservoir in Calgary. But you can fish. And so out here, you're seeing the drive out here. Let's go. The drive out here was lovely. It was sort of through forest, this eucalypt forest, and it reminded me a little bit of British Columbia, just with its windiness and its little bit of up and down. We're getting into the foothills when we're out in Beechworth, towards the mountains in the southeast of Australia. And I really like just these big gum trees, many of them are called. Yeah, I've learned that eucalypts are made up of gum trees, a group called gum trees, and a group called iron barks, and then another group, I don't remember. But they're these big trees. So as we walk, we're going to be looking both up and down because, a warning for us. So there are mine shafts and tunnels. So there was lots of gold mining out in this area in centuries past, back in the mid 1800s. And so there are mine shafts out here. Some of them have grates over top, I'm told, and some of them don't. I keep missing all the signs. So Beechworth, I don't know what Silver Creek is, but Beechworth is 6 kilometers that way. We're not actually going that far. So we're going to be looking both up and down because now that spring is out, and because the temperature is coming up, snakes are out. Now there's something like 12 out of the 15 most venomous snakes in the world live in Australia. In particular, the browns are the worst, and they can be pretty aggressive. The red belly black snake, those blackies, are out here. And there's a couple more that are fairly common. And so it's important to keep looking down to make sure that we're not coming up on any snakes, because they don't want that, and neither do I. We're also looking up and looking for lumps. Koalas spend most of their day, 16, 18 hours, something like that, sleeping. And they're nocturnal. So a photo that I saw the other day, somebody who selling one at the top of Sugarloaf Mountain, and I went out looking for it the next day and I could not find it. What's that noise I'm hearing? Oh, it's water. I'm going to take my headphones out. Got a nice little creek there. Water is also where you'll find snakes. So we're looking for lumps because they're probably just hugging the tree, not doing anything, but they may be awake. The photo that I saw, the koala in the daytime was up and around. So both up and down. Now on this particular trail, the hot tip that I got, a fellow that I was out hiking with a few days ago mentioned that his daughter came out for a run here. I don't know how recently exactly, but on this one run, 11 koala bears. I shouldn't call them bears. They're not bears. The Australians love the joke of the joke warning to watch out for drop bears. Which don't actually exist. This is a nice walk, hey? I'm not looking down enough. I need to keep my eyes down. Because, of course, the snakes that are going to attack me don't rattle. When I think of dangerous snakes, I think of rattlesnakes, because that's the thing. But these are not rattlers. So I don't know. Would I hear them hissing? Would they be like, hey, watch out? I don't know. It's a lovely forest, isn't it? You get lots of this detritus. Is that the word I'm after? Because of course you get windstorms and trees come down in various storms, and so they come and they just clear them off, cut them up, clear them off the track, because I think this is a fairly popular both walking and cycling track. So I guess, how about I tell you a little bit about my time here in Australia. I've had a good time. I've really enjoyed it here. I've spent nearly 3 months dog sitting. Brittany Spaniel named Bowie. He's a very sweet dog, and he's kind of crazy. He doesn't always learn things quickly, but yeah, he's a good boy. So most of the time I spend at the house. I don't want to leave a dog for a long time. But I go into the city 3 times a week usually. I've got a yoga day, yoga night at 6 p.m. Yoga on Sundays. And then I go to the gym and yoga on Tuesday afternoon to early evening. And then again to the gym on Thursdays. Because the town I'm staying in, Chiltern, is, 1,000 people, I think, something like that. Maybe less. It's not a big place. And so it doesn't have things like gyms and yoga. There's a farmer's fitness class. I haven't gone to that. It's at the community center on Tuesday nights. man, look at these great big trees. Love these forests. So most of the time at home, into the city a few days a week, and Bowie and I go out for lots of walks. A little bit into town. It's he was a really poor leash walker when we started, but he's pretty good now. I mean, thankfully I have the experience with all of my various unruly foster dogs to be able to help him be a little easier to manage. And then I work on my projects. I've got thousands of photos that had belonged to my mother, and I scanned all of those before I left, and now I'm sort of fixing the scan and fixing the color and organizing and all of this, so that these can be passed down to future generations who are interested in historical family photos, some of these back to the probably late 1800s, that kind of stuff. That was just sort of one of my jobs. I've really enjoyed the different wildlife here. There are kangaroos frequently in the yard when I get up in the morning. And here in Australia, we call yards paddocks, I think. Or maybe that's only on acreages. I don't know. But I have to be cautious to not let Bowie into the lower paddock when there's kangaroos down there. Simply because he'll probably go after them, and kangaroos can be dangerous when threatened. They have been known to tear up a few dogs with their talon-like claws on their lower haunches. So being careful that he's not at any risk there. The other really interesting thing for me has been the birds. I've never been a birder. Here in Australia we call them twitchers. But the fact that there's parrots in my yard, swift parrots specifically, there's a lot of. There's also cockatoos and rose cockatoos. And the kookaburras make me laugh because they've got a I love their call. It's they're called laughing kookaburra, and they're hilarious. I like every time I hear them I smile. Look at this nice little ravine here. This is a lovely area. So that's been my time here. Now this particular house pet sit, included a car, which was the reason that I accepted the gig. I wouldn't have done that without a car included. Just because it's a rural area, and there is a grocery store. So I mean, one could survive in Chiltern without a car, but One of the reasons I was coming here for all of this excellent hiking. So the fact that there's a car included. So I get around, I get out quite regularly to go hiking and do all kinds of other things. These trees are so interesting to me. So this would be a gum tree of some kind. And you see how it's lost all its outer bark. Now this one is especially naked. But lots of these gum trees. This is probably a stringy bark. You can see some of the bark at the bottom there. Lots of it has just, it just falls away. So unusual. Look at this. It's pretty neat, eh? Okay, well I'm going to turn the camera off. Keep looking. I just ran into, I didn't run into anybody. A cyclist couple came by, and they haven't seen any koalas here today. But the search will continue. They live up near Benola, and there's a lake there. And he told me that, yeah, if you're lucky, you'll also see platypus there. That's the other thing I'm going to go looking for. I've got a hot tip of where to find platypus. And so I'll be going out to do that. Yeah. See, these are these really interesting. This is maybe what they would call a stringy bark. I don't know. I don't know which are stringy bark and which aren't, because the bark will peel different on different kinds of trees. And there's all these little subgroups of gum trees that, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm out enjoying my walk. I'm over halfway to wherever I'm going. I don't actually know. But, you know, the koalas, they could be the other side of the tree too. And so I'm going to be going back the same way to see if I can see any of these guys. I'll tune you back in if and when I see something. Well, we've reached the Beechworth end of our hike. We're not going right to Beechworth. This is a little caravan park, trailer park, holiday park. The cyclist that I spoke with said, you know, there's a nice little glamping place up here. These little cabins. That's kind of cute. Yeah, this is a nice little spot. So this is still out of Beechworth. Beechworth is another couple kilometers, I think. Does this say? This doesn't say. There's a little map up here. Nice little creek. Yeah, that's a lovely spot. I don't know where that goes. So, you are here. So we did that walk. Yeah, that's Lake Kerford there. We're here, and so we're still that far from Beechworth proper. Well, instead of going further, I am going to head back. Once again, I'll let you know if we find something. Well, it's getting pretty warm out. I am, I don't know, probably halfway back, 2/3 of the way back. Still no koalas, but still no snakes. I wouldn't mind seeing one. There's plenty of parrots out here. I've seen lots of swift parrots. I have heard what I suspect are cockatoos. It's been a nice walk. You know, if I leave the area on October 3rd to head to Sydney. I don't think there's any koalas in Sydney. Well, probably at the zoo. But if I don't see any before then, that's okay. I have enjoyed my search for the elusive koala. And I don't regret a bit of it. I mean, fact is, they're going to be, 10, 20 meters up? I'm not going to see much of a koala in any event. But, yeah, it'd be nice to tick it off. But I'm okay. That said, I will be keeping up the hunt. Here, you can help me. That's probably a cockatoo. That's the kookaburra. And I love him. Well, made it back to the car and Lake Kerper. That's the lovely forest that you just hiked through with me. I think I should put the drone up and just see what an aerial around here looks like.
Wounded, the creature tells for you. Wheels his bloody flank to run you through. Oh, mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy on us all. Go let that young